which includes transportation by the school district. It includes our contracts to the school district. It includes contracts to evaluators for the grant program.
If you go on to the actual budget report under page 7, you'll see 5,200. That's the travel line item. Travel and conferences. Okay. Estimated actuals is 224. That includes all of the local travel, and in fact, we spend a lot more in local travel because our staff travels, especially those programs that work with multiple schools throughout the county. Employees can get $200–300 in mileage reimbursement on a monthly basis, and if you have 2 or 3 staff members, that's where most of the expenditures are incurred, is local travel.
Thank you.
Other questions?
On the difference, well, I've seen there's a difference between 07, 08, and then 08, 09. Is it minus $3 million?
Correct. Where that will automatically go up to almost $2 million once promote and ACE are approved. That's a $2 million budget. But with us, Rusty, you'll see that our budgets constantly fluctuate because our grants constantly fluctuate. As we get more grants, the budget starts to go up. And the budget cycles for the grants vary. So, like right now, we have a couple of proposals out there that we might hear word from soon, and then we bring those back until the budget starts to go back up. So it's always on an overlapping. They don't fall on our fiscal year.
Additional questions, comments? Do I have a motion yet?
What? So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the 2008-2009 budget and the 2007-2008 estimated actuals. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item 9, old business, Section A, 07-08 Enrollment ADA Report.
Okay. Well, I believe this is the old report, so actually we don't, I think it has a new date, but my understanding is it's not the current report, and Daniela is not here because she got ill. So, and I'm not sure how much it's changed from a month ago. One of the things that we're looking at last month, which was the same as, obviously, the same report, was a 747. I suspect that we are probably pretty stable with that. I do know Wally is offering 2 summer classes. We're offering some summer classes. I'm thinking the best this is probably going to end up with is probably somewhere around 770 or something like that in terms of ADA. What we can do is email all of you folks the current reports and give that to you so that you'll have an idea. We actually, since the books really don't close on the ADA until the end of June, we ourselves will not know until sometime in July where we're at anyway. And then we'll reimburse the school district probably sometime the end of August when we have the final count in terms of dollars and cents and stuff like that. Our projection of trying to get to the 800 mark, I don't think we achieved it. I mean, we're trying to do the best that we can, but I don't think we're going to make it. So, yeah, we're going to be short.
All right.
Which is, I mean, I know that the schools were out there trying to get classes together and hustle up whatever they could this summer, and we were doing the same kind of thing, but unfortunately, it probably is not going to be there. Just to give you some insight, I was looking at a report from the ROCP, and throughout the state, the ROP enrollment is down. So we're not the only one that's down. It's just overall the state. So, anyway.
All right.
Unfortunately.
Additional comments, questions from the board? All right. Section B, IVROP Community Foundation.
Edmund.
Yes, good morning, everybody.
just a quick little wrap up again of Dancing with the Stars. We did clear $12,000. We issued, the other thing that we've done since our last meeting, and we mentioned this a little bit, but we did issue the 7 scholarships last month to high schools, to different high schools. 2 of them went to Hopeville, 2 scholarships went to Southwest, 2 to Brawley, and 1 to Central. We also issued 6 Snack Shack scholarships to IVRP employees or children of IVRP employees. Last month, if you recall, we were, Health Occupation Students in America were taking a trip and they were requesting some money because their travel was going to be $4,000 to this competition. They submitted a letter to the foundation, and the foundation contributed $200 to their travel. The other thing that's going on with the foundation, as you may recall, we also have Project Pueblo, which is a DOL grant for $75,000 that is providing one-stop satellite services in Imperial. Everything as far as Project Pueblo is concerned is on task. They're meeting performance goals. They're serving all of the needs of all the projects, of the project goals and all the project participants. And lastly, the things that we talked about at our last IVRP Community Foundation meeting is that we are already preparing for Dancing with the Stars 2. And we are also preparing for additional fundraising activities such as raffling off iPods, and we thought about iPhones, but there's a 3-year contract with that kind of good stuff. So we are continuing our fundraising activities, and we will soon start to hear more about Dancing with the Stars 2 again.
Also, just to let you know, the students with the hosted group left 2 days ago. They had all the money they needed, and except for food. It's always that food thing. So they were going to bring their own money, and they're going to come back and do some fundraisers after that. So they're set, they're already there, so hopefully they do well. So, and we're excited.
All right. Thank you. Section C, WASC.
Just to give you a quick update as to what's taken place over the last month or so, the teachers did finish up with their ESLR of the month, and that was as of the end of May. And remember, we had identified several ESLRs per month that each of the teachers were to teach to, so that's been completed. Also, a couple of the teachers have been working on curriculum to align with the CTE standards, and those were the foods and welding teachers that have done that work. And I know that we have some other teachers, the graphic art teachers, will be working on A through G to get the classes approved for A through G credit. I just saw a couple teachers in the office the other day, so they're beginning their work on that. And also at the end, I believe May, and unfortunately I had something come up and didn't make the meeting, so I'm going to ask Gabriel to talk a little bit about that. But they did have the Welding Skills Festival at IDC, and I believe 3 of the welding classes, ROP classes, did attend. It was interesting how it turned out. I believe that the students from Hopeville did very well on the written report, in written test. And actually the students from Calicut did very well on the skills portion, which we would expect that actually to take place. Gabriel actually attended. Gabriel, did you want to say a few things about that contest?
The contest, excuse me, the contest was a really good opportunity for students that are already participating in FFA and other type of competitions throughout the state. It was a good opportunity for them to practice skills. And then also I think it was a good opportunity for the teachers to kind of measure where they're at against the other teachers in the county, kind of see what skills they're putting in place versus the other teachers. And also to kind of compare where their students are at in regards to IBC. I was sharing with Mary yesterday, I think sometimes with some of our different occupational pathways, we can kind of tend to forget that, IBC is either teaching a skill level above or equivalent to what we're learning in the high schools. And so I think it was a good opportunity for the students to see that there's opportunity for growth and expansion for them to go into that career field of welding at IBC. They got familiar with the locations and the facilities that they have there. And the instructor out at IBC, Marco, I can't remember his last name, was pretty instrumental in setting up the activity, the competition,